Let's talk about qi. What is qi or prana? We hear that a lot, and especially for our viewers, they would love to know, how does that play in acupuncture?
So qi is our life force. It's the energy within us. It's not, you can't really see it, but we can feel it, and we actually feel for our patients' qi and see what state it's in before we treat them.
How do you feel qi?
We check the pulses, and we also feel certain points and feel how things are flowing.
So you could check my pulse right now and tell me what state my qi is in.
We can tell what state your qi is in. We can see the state of your meridians and check how all your organs are functioning from checking your pulses.
Wow.
Yes.
And just
we also ask a lot of questions. We smell our patients. We look at your tongue. We listen to the sound of your voice. We ask you about your digestion, how you're sleeping. So we do like a really in-depth intake and get to know.
Like on a much more personal level, instead of just giving a prescription,
Yes.
You're really getting to know their lifestyle and personal, like dealing with things on an internal level.
We go to the deeper root because we look at symptoms really as being a distress signal. So it's like you look at the warning light on the dashboard of your car, you remove that, but you don't go under the hood. You're not really solving anything, right? So we really try to go, I mean, obviously we also treat symptoms, and acupuncture is a really, really effective way of dealing with a lot of different physical, especially for chronic symptoms. I mean, in acute care, you go to the emergency room, and that's like the best thing to do, but oftentimes
for things such as stress or digestion or, say, skin problems, like what are some of the most common things you see out here in the West that people come to you for and get acupuncture for?
A lot of gynecological issues. Infertility is like a major thing that acupuncture is getting more and more attention for treating these days, working with patients together with IVF. Digestive issues for sure, Crohn's, colitis, IBS, migraines, menopausal symptoms.
And could be just as simple as just balancing
Yes.
the
We have many patients that come in when they're not sick, which is actually the best time to get treated to prevent getting sick. They come in just periodically, either seasonally. Some people like to come in monthly, and every few weeks they come and they just get a tune-up, and they make, you know, it just facilitates their own personal growth and health and well-being.
Wow. Now you were saying that you are the expert in 5 laws?
Classical
5 laws.
acupuncture.
Okay, tell us about that.
It's classical 5-element acupuncture. Okay. So that was a style of acupuncture that was brought to the West by J.R. Worsley. He studied acupuncture in the 1940s and 50s when China was closed. So that more really treats constitutionally. It's a whole different style. It's another method. So
you were saying that it has these elements, it says how we as human beings are made of.
So we constitutionally have predominantly a causative factor that's more out of imbalance than the rest. And it really looks at us as a part of nature, at the seasons, at times of day, of treating within that to keep you in balance and harmony. And it works at a deeper spiritual level, and also works on the like it just looks at everything that way. Like if you're out of balance more with fire, let's say, you may manifest with more of a lack of joy. Like each element has a certain odor, color, sound, and emotion associated with it. So rather than picking like, oh, I have a stomach ache, or my leg is hurting, or oh, my you know.
And somebody who has who is coming for their first session, is there something that you would recommend that they do and don't do before coming for treatment?
So they shouldn't drink coffee, so they can be totally relaxed. We recommend that they don't come hungry or thirsty or very tired, because it can be, you know, it can be quite powerful. So if you're feeling really weak and tired, it's not a good thing. Also, to do a workout before, because you may feel very relaxed after. And
Okay.
need to
So it's
process
recommended to work out before?
beforehand, not after the treatment.
Okay.
Like if you're scheduled for a workout, that kind of thing. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
And expect to just have some time to yourself after your first treatment, just so you can assimilate everything in before you have to rush back to your desk or back to whatever your reality of your day is.
So for somebody who has perhaps a fear of needles, or somebody who's not able to go and get acupuncture done, is there some sort of self-treatment they can do at home, you know, without using the needles, but using their hands?
Well, there are a variety of points that can help depending on what's happening. Like if somebody has a really bad headache or a toothache, even anything like head and neck, there's a point here.
In the left hand?
Both hands.
Okay.
It's large intestine 4. It's also called the Great Eliminator.
Okay.
So
how long would you massage it for?
Just press on it for a couple minutes, and it should alleviate it. A great one for seasickness or any car sickness, any nausea, in fact. And you measure your 3 fingers, not mine, because you've got smaller fingers, and then you can press on the point just at the end of there, and that's the inner gate, pericardium 6. Okay, or you can get a friend to do it and push on both of them at the same time. If you have a stomach ache, there's a great point here. 3-leg mile or stomach 36, that if you slide your finger up your tibia, this bone here, where it flares out, your finger will stop there and you can push on both sides, and that's really, really good for any digestive issues, to press on that. Another great thing is using essential oils on the point, which is great for children or people that are really, they want to do it on themselves, but even just using lavender or rose oil. Lavender is fantastic. You can put it, if you're feeling anxious, put it right on your third eye. You can put it in the middle of your breastbone and on the tops of your feet, and also on your pulse points, and that's fantastic.
Thank you. Those are some really good tips.
Good.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Sabeeha.
Thanks for coming by.
Well, until next time, folks, I'm your host, Zara Durrani, and I'll catch you on Life and Style with Zara. You can also check out our website, lifeandstylewithzara.com. Yeah, my blood sugar was going down. It's funny how you knew right away. Are you getting Vero?
Life and Style with Zara, scene 2, take 2, mark. Life and Style with Zara, scene 2, take 3, mark.
Spirituality and faith play in both those disciplines. I didn't like that. Sorry guys. I was just getting it out.